Hey YouTube, Hill Country Husker. Appreciate you guys checking out my videos. Thanks for all my subscribers. Love to hear your comments, good or bad. If you don't like what you see, tell me why. Give me your opinion. Back up while you believe what you say. That's important. Anyway, appreciate all that. I want to talk about something I've been thinking about for a couple of days. Everybody seems to want something for nothing. And I'm not just talking about the Entitlement Society, where you've got all these people on welfare. Even to the extent that people you see on the street, people that are looking for a handout of money. You know, it used to be centuries ago, you had poor people. You've always had poor people. You're always going to have poor people in society. That's a fact. But it used to be, back centuries ago, if you didn't have a job, you didn't have a way of earning a living, you would go out on the street corner, down to the square, city square, village square, whatever it is, and rather than just sit there and hold out your hand and try to bum money off of people, these people used to tell stories, and they used to sing songs and do tricks, gymnastics, or something to entertain, something to say, okay, I've done this for a couple of pennies or a couple of nickels, a couple of dimes, whatever it is. You still see this a lot happening in Europe. I was recently spent a lot of time in Europe, and they have a lot of street entertainers who that's their sole income. Some of them, I mean, they'll tell you right straight out, this is what I do for a living. They are entertainers. They are not beggars. They have found whether it be a unique talent or a unique ability, or they just have a unique personality. They don't expect everybody to drop something into their hat. They appreciate the fact, and they tell you so. They say, if you like what you see, then please drop something in my hat. If you don't, that's fine. But at least they're not out there just begging, sitting on a corner with their hand out, like you see here in America. You walk down any major metropolitan street, and you're going to be bumping into people who are just walking around with their hand out. I mean, literally walking around with their hand out. Used to be in New Orleans, down in the French Quarter. I don't know if they still do it or not, but you would see people that would be doing tap dancing or playing a trombone or a trumpet, or you'd have 2 or 3 guys out there. They'd have their musical instrument case open, and they'd be playing a song or tapping out a dance or singing a song, and people walk by, they'd sit and listen for a while, and before they'd walk off, they'd toss $1 or maybe $5 into the hat, and these guys were probably making a pretty good living doing that. I've seen some really talented people, both in New Orleans and also in the underground system in London. They have some very talented musicians, I mean, very talented, that are, I think, probably making a pretty good living just by doing what they love and playing instruments or singing songs, entertaining the people. They're not just begging for money. But here in this country, everybody seems to think, well, I don't have to do anything. I just have to hold my hand out, and I expect you to give me money. And that's just wrong. I don't know how we got to this point, but we have, and it's unfortunate. Anyway, I think everybody should work for what they get. If you have a unique talent, I don't have nothing wrong with you going out on a street corner and entertaining the people and get paid for it. Just my thoughts. Hill Country Husker. Thanks.